So let me give you a tour of my Chinook, just in case you guys may have not seen this. So it looks like I need to turn some lights on in here. Let me turn some light on and I'll give you guys a cool little tour. So right now, that's what we're looking at. I'm watching the movie. I'm watching A Star is Born. So I got my bed here. Got another bed I can kick back on. And I have a lot of storage in here. Up here, you can see my M&M fetish. I've got storage up here, clothes, blankets, things like that. Up here to the left, got the ramen, got the alcohol, got the almonds. Over here I have walnuts, beans, and then a small heater. I have electrical stuff to charge, like my power generators, my Blue Eddy and stuff like that. Just electrical kind of stuff there. So that's what's in there. Over here we have kitchen stuff. So I love my sweet tea. I use 1/3 of a cup per gallon. So I've got honey, plates, pots, pans, little stuff like that. So nothing too crazy up there. There's a funnel, some rags, basic stuff. There's my sink and my remote for my TV. There's my radio. Down here, those are the old ice cube trays. I threw those away actually. I got new ones. So right here, I've got some 15 bean Cajun. I just keep a little bean storage and stuff under there, nothing too crazy. Rags, and then of course silverware and measuring cups, can openers, spatulas, just very minimal stuff. Egg beater, little stuff there. Then coming back underneath here, that's where the water tank is. So all the water storage for the Chinook, that's under there. That's where the water is. So up here, this is reading material. So books, you know, I study my Christian stuff. This is about the rapture. Where Are the Missing People? Great book if you haven't read that. And then another one that's really good is this one that I've been reading, The End Is Here. These are by Jimmy Evans. He's a great guy. Then I have I've got some wilderness survival stuff, you know, just reading material. And then of course, I've got a little jiu-jitsu stuff. This is Nicholas. He does a lot of good stuff, so a little bit of jiu-jitsu stuff. So it just depends on what kind of stuff that I'm wanting to read. Laptop, jump drives, tripod. That's basically what's in there. And this one, got a little bit of food, a little bit of junk food, candy, Olight stuff. And then of course, I can't go nowhere without my Fancy Feast. So I gotta have at least 1 can of Fancy Feast. Right here, this is the hood area. So I've got my oil bulb and my lights. I usually have lights and stuff hung there. This is the remote for the power inverter. And it's cool because it tells me the voltage of the battery, the voltage that I'm producing, and how many watts I'm drawing. And then I switched over to this charge controller and it works really well. I like that a lot. And then right here over the sink, I've got this little cabinet. I keep a hair tie on it to keep it closed when I'm traveling. And I have some basic spices. Montreal chicken, Montreal steak, brown sugar and bourbon. Got some barbecue taco seasoning, some vegetable oil. This Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse right there, that's fantastic. And then you got these multi-spice things that you get from Coughlin's. So they got salt, pepper, all your basics. There's some lemon pepper seasoning there. And then right here, this is another Coughlin's, but it has different stuff. Seafood, you know, these are like more rubs and stuff like that. And then some more almonds. So that's basically what I keep in that little cabinet. And then I just keep that little hair tie on it to keep it going. Up here on the side of the microwave, I usually hide some napkins and some Spam and stuff like that. Inside, tortillas, hot dog buns, just your basics, you know, breads, things like that that you don't want to get shook up. This isn't the original microwave that came with the Chinook. It's a little smaller. The original died, so I replaced it with this. Right here's my monitor, so it tells me all the levels, my battery, my propane, how much fresh water I have. This is black and gray water. This holding tank 1 says it's full all the time. I think that's gray water or black water, one of the two, I can't remember. But that's my monitor. Then up here I have a little bit more food. I've got some green chili, cereal, marshmallows, tapioca, prunes, chili mix. There's a few other things up here. Peaches, just little miscellaneous stuff, oatmeal, stuff like that. In the back here, I have, this is my tools. This is my garage. This is where I have all my tools. I use this blower to blow up air mattresses and stuff like that. I've got a Sawzall, a drill, circular saw, all kinds of stuff there. And then the refrigerator, there's not too much going on in the fridge, so it's more drinking. There's eggs, potatoes, chicken breast, milk, butter, cheese, eggs. You know, I got a little Gatorade. There's some Cocoa Fusions here, water, tea, even though it's in an orange juice container. And then down in these little bins, I think there's onions, garlic, stuff like that. More green chili, that Hatch 505 chili. This stuff is fantastic. I love this Hatch chili. This is delicious. So that's really what I keep in my fridge. Nothing too crazy. And then of course, let's get on into the bathroom. You see that Arizona thing full of water. I like to just pour water in there when I go to the bathroom. I don't like turning on the water too much. So I just do something like this. I just pour a little water in there, do my business, and flush when I'm done. It's a little easier that way. Medicine cabinet right here. So medicine cabinet, I got some of the bare necessities. Those are sleeping pills if I'm tired, want to be tired. Ibuprofen. This is more ibuprofen. I think this is acetaminophen. There's some tension headache stuff, Bayer, and then digestion pills, and then deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that. So very simple, very basic cabinet. My soap, and then right here I've got some hand soaps and stuff that I use when I clean, when I take a shower or bath. There's the towel, and then above I put new LEDs. So it's very bright. I can open this and turn the fan on. So stuff like that. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Keeps the bathroom nice and clean. This is a wet bath, so I can close this door and do my shower. I changed this curtain out. It was plastic and I put a cloth one in. And it just extends out in front of the door here. And that's basically my bathing area. Kitchen. I don't do a lot in the kitchen. Most of the stuff that I do as far as cooking and stuff like that, I do outside of the Chinook, most of it. Now this pad that I'm sitting on, this fits. Okay, so the dinette breaks down, makes a bed. You can actually sleep 2 people right here if you want to. This is just a backpacking mattress. This is the Exped Mega Mat 10LXW. This Exped, EXPED. This thing is absolutely fantastic, and it fits that dinette perfect. So if I have a friend with me or something like that, they can sleep there. I can sleep here. As you can see, I have my Bible with me because I like to study. Got my Woobie, got a little pillow. Now if I wanted to make the couch out, it'll extend out and it'll make this whole section a bed. When that happens, what I'll do is I'll come and I'll grab this air mattress. This is a queen, I think, and it'll make this whole thing a bed. Down here I've got GoPro stuff, I've got my drone, and I have several solar generators. I got the Blue Eddy back there, I've got the Oops 600, Oops 1300, and I've got the X-Star 500. So plenty of power options for if I need to power things. This little box I use as a trash can, and then I have about 6 gallons of water in that water jug. The seat that I'm sitting on right now, underneath there's water storage underneath where I'm sitting, and this water storage holds, I think it's 20 gallons. So that is basically my setup on the Chinook. Hope you enjoyed that. It was pretty cool. It works for me. It's very, very comfortable here. I like it a lot. And then, of course, lastly, one of the most important things and one of the coolest things that I ever did was installing this fantastic fan. This thing will blow out or in depending on what position you put this switch. And this thing does a good job. So if you got a lot of heat in the coach and you want to get that heat out, this thing really cranks. That's the low speed. You can go to medium, you can go to high, and you can really move some air quickly with this fantastic fan. That was probably the best investment that I made in this rig. When you close the lid, it automatically turns off, so I just leave it on, and then whenever I open it, it just turns on. The other addition that I made that is really cool, digital thermostat. That made a big difference as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that tour of my Chinook. I love this little thing. It works good for me.